you know, it's okay to not be okay, guys. And you know, there's a great community here. If you need any help whatsoever, reach out to your fellow Phoenix Knights, reach out to the mod team, the staff. Eric and I, if we're around, will always help. Don't suffer in silence, don't suffer on your own. All right. It's tough when the market goes this way. We learn a lot about ourselves, and you know, we have to be a bit realistic sometimes, don't we?
I like how you started off by saying if you were affected. If you were not affected, I want to know what you were invested in.
That's a really good question, actually.
To be honest, I mean, shit.
Yeah, because the whole market took a dump, didn't it?
It was the whole market, man. Like it wasn't just one or two or three areas. It was freaking everything.
It was everything. It was everything. So we hope you're okay. We hope you're strong, and we hope you're surviving well. So yeah, man, it's good to see you all, and we're happy to be here. You'll notice it's just me and Eric up on stage today. Well, actually, it's just me, but Eric is here.
I'm sitting at his side.
So we just, Jordan and Showtime are unavailable right now. They'd have been available later, but we wanted to jump on and talk to you directly. So it's just us tonight. It's a little bit more informal. And we're going to keep it really short. We're going to do maximum of an hour. We're going to go through a brief bit of information, a couple of announcements, and then we're going to open up to questions from the community as well. But the first thing I think you're all going to want to know about is Thailand.
Why in the hell are we even here?
Why are we in Thailand?
It's vacation, right?
Oh, I wish it was.
Me too. God, I wish it was vacation.
I wish it was.
It's been nonstop work, actually.
It's been non-stop work. So we've just checked into our hotel on the back of an 11-hour journey. We're in Bangkok now. We had an 11-hour journey back from where we were visiting. It's been a really, really fruitful journey, hasn't it?
I think we've exceeded our expectations on this one, as we usually do in most of our trips.
I think we do, yeah. Should we tell them what we've been doing?
Oh, I think they deserve to know.
I think they do.
They missed us for I know you guys think it's been like weeks since we've talked to you. It's actually been 13 days. So we've only missed one AMA, and that was due to travel constraints. I mean, we were obviously on airplanes in the air. Last time I think we had an AMA scheduled, so it just didn't happen.
Yeah, we're sorry about that. Yeah. We really are. We love these AMAs. It's the best part of my week is getting on and talking to you guys. So I'm really sorry that we weren't able to make it. And then obviously the
13 days is not 2 weeks. That's 1 week and 6 days.
So yeah, no, okay, cool. So Thailand, we've been all over the place. We've been in jungles, we've been in towns, we've been in cities. We've done some amazing stuff out here. You want to tell them about the land bit? Go on, you tell them about the land.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you about the land. So we've been scouring for a piece of land out here that we could develop into a hotel, resort, possibly later on some other hospitality type restaurants and things of that nature, and to have enough land where you could do not just one of those things, but maybe all of those things and create a destination. And we found a place. We're in the middle of the closing bits. We haven't actually finalized. We finalized the deal, but we haven't actually put it on paper just yet. So that's the part next, is we've got the handshake, we've got the verbal agreements. We don't have it on paper yet, so we're still working on that. That came 2 days ago.
Yeah, we so what we've done is we've isolated a plot of land. We've agreed that we can build on this piece of land. We have an agreement.
We do have an agreement.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to release a range of NFTs for the hotel, for our community. So the idea is we plan to build. I think we're going for about a 50-room hotel on it. We need we're getting the architects set up on it shortly. But the idea is to build a hotel. We're going to have land around it that we can build out into leisure and tourism. We already have a couple of sites planned on it, but obviously it's still very early. We're still out in Thailand. The ink is still wet, and there's still stuff that we have to do on it. But it's been a very, very positive opening, and it's put us in a really strong position for the next step. Now, you remember round one, for all of those who were in round one, round two. So within round two, we are going to be raising equity for our next project on our roadmap. So we've been out here, we've been talking to officials with regards to banking. Obviously, Thailand is a very progressive country within crypto.
Crypto friendly, yeah.
Siam Central Bank has been working with Ripple, and central bank digital currencies are on the horizon in Thailand. So in a globalized society, it would make sense for any crypto company to try and attempt to bank in Thailand. So we went into the conversation to ask for a banking license, and it turns out that we hire a bank, part of round two funding. We have people sourcing the banks for us. They'll be put in front of our investment team for sign off, and then did I break up?
Okay, so yeah, we're getting messages that we broke up.
Yeah, you did. You broke up about 20 seconds ago. You were a little intermittent, broken.
Okay, that's fine. So really short version of what Luke just said so eloquently. We're working on acquiring a bank license
or a bank
and setting up a bank in Thailand. And that's really going to help out with sort of the on-ramp, off-ramp capabilities within crypto.
Not only that, it allows us access to next level of investment. Obviously, banking licenses allow you to enter certain rooms and projects. So I think offering the opportunity for PCC to become a bank is a very, very exciting prospect. And round two funding is to go for that, and certain other investments that we're going to run past our investment team. But the priority for us in round two was to secure the bank early on, and the fact that we've been able to enter conversations with key people of influence within the country as well. So it's not like we're going to go and talk to a bank manager. We've been talking to people who have influence in the country and are able to enter us into those conversations. We have to sign off now, which is great news. So Project Thailand has been an outstanding success.
Yeah, it cannot be stressed enough that we are dealing with top-tier government officials. We're not talking to just random business owners or even influential business owners in the area. The conversations we've been having have been at the government level, not just hopes and wishes. Like, we didn't walk off a plane and just be like, hey, who can I talk to about getting a bank? And of course, the lady at the airport's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You want to go to the bank? There's the ATM right there. You know, that's not how this worked out. We had most of this planned out before we got here.
And it's gone really well. So obviously, round two is now the focus, which leads us nicely on to talk about the tokenomic and the smart contract change. So for everyone involved in round one, we said that we were going to shut the door at 100,000 nests. And we've done that for everyone in round one. So the first 100,000 nests, the door is shut on round one investments. Everyone else is now entitled to round two. Now, I know we said we'd never. Well, we didn't actually say we'd never play with the rewards. We never said that we wouldn't lower them, because we knew that in round two that we would, because the tokenomic of round one was, we knew that we could make it better. We knew that we could streamline it, and make it a more powerful tool, which is what we've done in our new tokenomic. So to everyone who's misunderstood us, I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry. That was not our intention. However, the doors are shut on round one. Round one is closed. And instead of us turning off round one nests, which was our original idea, what we decided to do was build round two on top of round one. So everyone who has a round one nest is still able to claim rewards. We felt that was the fairest way to to reward the people who believed in us early on. We didn't want to shut the door and then everyone have to wait for a return on investment while the businesses were getting set up. Because as those of you in business know, it takes time to build a business. And I think we're 5 months in, we've built 4-5 businesses
Something like that.
from the ground up, from scratch, which is quite a phenomenal achievement if you think about it in the grand scheme of things. So our smart contract was completed last week before. It was sent to Certic. Certic completely audited it in 5 days, which is an absolute record. So we've had the preliminary report back. The preliminary report changes have been made. They've been resubmitted to Certic for approval. And we are now in a position where we will be updating the smart contract. And the smart contract update will be completed on Thursday this week. Now, just to let you know, the smart contract, the 2 a.m., I'm forgetting my words. The migration will commence at midnight. So 00:00 on the 17th. So what's the time in the UK now? It's 8:15. So commencing around about 3 hours and 45 minutes. There may be some intermittent issues with claiming. However, your rewards will not be lost.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. So your rewards will not be lost during the migration. Now, there is going to be an updated infographic coming out because the rewards have changed. The tokenomic has changed and the fees have changed. So what we're doing, we're no longer raising treasury or liquidity from the smart contract. The smart contract goes...
It's not from the token.
Not from the tokens. The token goes fully into rewards. So when you build a nest, 10 fire is moved to the reward pool. It doesn't go anywhere else. It goes straight to rewards. Now that may get you thinking, how are they going to raise treasury and liquidity? What we've done is we've changed the fees. So the fees are running slightly differently now. So they're every 30 days, and they're a little bit higher. Now, the reason they're a little bit higher is because on the creation of the nest, there is a buy order put in to counteract some of the selling behavior. It works out really good for the tokenomic. It actually makes the smart contract more stable, and you'll be happy when you see it working.
Yeah, so basically what you guys see right now, every time someone builds a nest, you see a 0.5 fire sale. That's to go to the liquidity pool. Instead of doing that, now we're not selling fire because that hurts the token price. We're going to buy fire off the market with AVAX from some of the fees and use that to put into liquidity. So it's the same thing, just inversed or reversed so that it doesn't represent a sell. It now represents a buy on the open market. So that's going to help with the token price not going down. The tokenomic has completely removed inherent sell pressure and gone completely the opposite direction and added inherent buy pressure, which is incredible. And it's a first. No one's done this.
No. It's something different, and we're excited to see it in action. Came to me in a dream. So generally when that happens, things work really good. So we've run the numbers on it. It tests really well, and we're excited to see it launch, which is some really good news. Really good news. So just be prepared. There may be some intermittent issues over the coming days, and if you do have any problems, please let us know.
There's a point to be made with the fees, though. So
Yes.
some people will say, "Hey, the fees are going up. I don't get it." Keep in mind, once, not even 2 months ago, just one nest investment would cost you like $5,000, 5,000 US dollars to buy a nest. Right. So now the token price has gone down considerably. We're aware of that. The price of the fees plus the price of the token to build the nest is still significantly less than it was, but it allows us to raise capital for investment as well as operating expenses so we can run business operations without cannibalizing the token in the process. So we've completely fixed that whole problem of selling token.
In response to B Sharp's question as well, it builds the liquidity pool through the token as well. So that's nothing to be concerned about. And there's a question here actually that we should cover. It's quite political in nature, but I think, and it's from Obi-Wan. Are you guys confident that any future relations between China and Thailand will not impact upon anything that PCC is planning to do there? It'd be a nightmare if China decided to do a Russia on Thailand in a year or so. The reason we chose Thailand is a politically neutral country. There aren't very many in the world. Obviously, Switzerland being another one. For me, and obviously the UAE as well with Dubai.
Yeah.
For Eric and I, we like doing business in politically neutral countries. The reason being is our investors come from a broad walk of life. But also we find politically neutral countries tend to have more open and honest conversations as well. So no, we don't anticipate there being an issue. However, we aren't geopolitical specialists. And it is, thank you for raising it, Obi-Wan. We'll be following that one up. It's a good question.
That's a good question, man. But you can't, if you go back just even 6 months, there's not a lot of people that could have predicted the level at which Russia and Ukraine have been sort of at each other at this point. There was always the question or the idea that Putin might do something like that. And this is getting a little bit geopolitical, but as Luke pointed out, we're not experts in geopolitical. We do have some people we contract with that do think very macro geopolitical. So we do get advice from those types of people. But there's no evidence anywhere that I can tell that China is looking at making a move on Thailand. Now, Taiwan's a different story, but we'll save that for a different conversation on a different day. But yeah, no, there's not anything that we're aware of that would make this, if China goes and decides to expand its borders, then everybody's affected at that point, and all bets are off in the businesses that are affected in the areas. I mean, you look, there's news this morning we saw McDonald's is selling all of the restaurants in Russia. And that's just the nature of it. They don't want to be in there anymore because probably it represents a risk. If the conflict spills over and damages and destroys their stores, then that represents a dead asset to them. There's no real value anymore. So they're likely looking to get value out of that by selling the stores prior to any potential conflicts. And they've weighed the options and they're making the decisions based on what's best for their business. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah. Now, we do have some bad news. We need to deliver some bad news, and I'm really sorry. So the bad news is there's been delays on 2 of our projects. The first one is Swapschool. Swapschool have decided to delay their launch by a couple of weeks due to the market conditions. We understand and support their decision. So there will be an updated release launch date for Swapschool, and we're very sorry for the delay. It was unseen in the crypto market. The second one, Spectrum. Spectrum has been delayed by 2 weeks as well. Reason being, the CEO Brent was struck down in bed with illness for 8 days. He got really poorly, and another key member of the team was struck by a rather serious health episode, which, you know, fortunately they're recovering well. But the health of our team is of paramount importance. So yeah, we're very sorry about the delays. Unfortunately, they're from situations outside of our control. But rest assured, we are working away on it to get to launch in time. It's the last thing we wanted to do, guys. We're obviously really excited to see these two launch. And yeah. What about good news? Good news. We've just appointed a new CFO. We had to let go of our previous CFO a couple of months ago, which was unfortunate, and we wish him well. We went to hunt for a chief financial officer. Now, obviously, the bar was set pretty high with the last one, so we wanted to ensure that our new CFO had credentials to top our previous one. I think we have, haven't we? I think we've topped it.
He's an absolute stellar candidate with a resume that is the most impressive you could ask for in the situation that we're in. We are absolutely blessed to have him.
Massively. He's
an absolute powerhouse.
We'll leave it up to him to explain his history. However, he was managing director of a tier 1 bank of their equities arm, which is absolutely huge for us. His knowledge of the financial systems is second to none. He listened to our vision and our scope for deployment, and he got excited by it. And we are so blessed for him to come and join the team. It's going to take a bit of time for him to settle in, so don't expect magic out of him from day one. However, it allows us to operate now with a fully prepped team. Now, a lot of you guys are asking for indications on return on investments, etc. And we've been hesitant to release these as we didn't have a CFO, and we needed someone to go through and confirm the numbers for us. So that's what we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks with our new CFO. And we plan to have some indicative prices released to you in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that's really exciting news for us. Really exciting news for you guys as well, because his experience is phenomenal. It really is. And then with round 2 and us, what we're aiming for with round 2, his skill set falls perfectly within that.
Yeah, there was a comment earlier in the general chat that sounds like we're just two guys having a chat. Keep in mind, it's 2:00 in the morning. We just got off of a 10-hour drive from where we were previously. We're now back in Bangkok. And yeah, it's 2:00 in the morning. We had very little preparation time. We felt it was necessary to get in here and give you guys updates. But this is probably one of the most shoot-from-the-hip AMAs we've had in the history of the company.
That's it. In response to Kiva, so we still plan to drop rewards at the end of June. We still plan to. They may be lower due to the delay. And projected monthly profits. We just mentioned that with our CFO candidate. We're going to ask them to go through, double check our numbers before we release them. We don't want to release the wrong figures, guys. That would be the worst thing to do. We know we know how you like to go in and double triple check everything we say, and if we say the wrong thing, people spin it out of control. We're aware of that, so that's why we double triple check everything before we release it. And that obviously means we have to act slower. But slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So it's yeah. It's been a really profitable journey out here. It really has. And we've achieved the unachievable, man. We really
Yeah,
have.
think about how much business we've achieved in just 5 months. It's unbelievably neck break pace. I know everyone in crypto is so used to the it never stops 24/7, 365, and everyone's on this constant drip feed of information and just this sort of like hype machine. But it's unrealistic to expect the moon in 5 months when you're going out and creating legitimate businesses from scratch. It's not as simple as just say building an NFT line and launching it, or creating a token with absolutely zero value whatsoever and saying, here, buy this.
Yeah. It's about utility at the end of the day, guys, and the ecosystem that we're building and growing.
About stablecoin.
Oh my God, the stable coin.
Yeah.
Right.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. Right. So just to clarify, round 2, we want to buy a bank. Okay. Now, some of you might have heard in the news last couple of days about a stable coin called UST. They got hit with a sniper attack. Liquidity got pulled. Absolutely shocking state of affairs. Now, what happened? We believe they were over leveraged from a position, and obviously they've had to go and sell their treasury to prop up the funds. Now, what we've inadvertently created via the rewards tool that we're going to use is we've actually created an asset-backed stablecoin. So we will obviously pay the rewards in to our smart contracts, then issue you with a token that is kind of like a bearer's note. It acts as like a bearer's note. So you promise to pay on demand with this token.
Yep.
As a stable coin. Now, with this token, you'll be able to cash it in on our system for the asset backing it, or you'll be able to use this token because it will have an asset backing it. You'll be able to use this token as a standalone token. Now, we're going to be building in a way for people to deposit into this as well, so people can deposit their assets in. Now, what we're going to do is we're not going to play around with it, and we're going to leave the assets in there. So we're creating a fully asset-backed stable token and a bank.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's on the original roadmap, by the way, from when we first started this. It was in the roadmap. This wasn't something we came up with on the fly. We thought it would be
Year 3,
maybe, maybe year 2, 2.5 if we were, ambitious and everything worked out well. So we're at month 5, starting conversations on where we thought we would be in 3 years as we took this journey. So
yeah.
We're trying to deliver the pace, but man, is it ever the neck break pace that I described earlier.
Yeah. Now, just to let you guys know, because I was laughing with Eric about this earlier. Eric, when did you last see your family?
Oh yeah, it was more like laughing than just laughing. But it's been like 3.5 weeks now.
3.5. He's been away from his family for 3.5 weeks on business. Right. I've been away from mine for a week and a half, and it's killing me. I don't understand how you're keeping such a brave face, man. We've been that busy. We've been all over the place. If you think of where we've been over the last month, it's insane. But
I guess the point of all that is that we're driving value and revenue streams for the community's benefit. So for those who joined late, we said it early on. Yes, we're in Thailand. Not one day has been a vacation or a holiday. It's been work nonstop. So for those people on Twitter who think we're out here just gallivanting around and doing all the fun stuff that Thailand has to offer, no, not even one day of it.
Not even one day. But to all of those giving us great ideas, thanks for projecting. Thanks for telling us what you'd do in Thailand. We really appreciate that. But we're not here to do that. We're here to work. And that's all we've been doing since this launched. Yeah. There's going to be loads of you with questions. And we value that. And we love hearing your questions. So should we open up the floor?
Yeah, I think we're ready for questions now.
Yeah, let's open up the floor to people. Please come up. I see 3 hands raised.
We've got about 25 minutes. As we mentioned earlier, it is very early in the day here. We're not trying to stay on all night. I know you have tons of questions, but we would like to get as many as we can in the next 25 minutes.
Definitely. Hang on.
It's all down.
All right. Let's pull up Chicken XRP. Chicken XRP. Right.
What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
Yes. How's it going, man? Hopefully you guys had sushi over there. That's great.
We did have sushi, actually. Yes, on the first
Sushi
night.
is good, man.
On the first. Now
Very
we have
good.
stopped to eat, and we really enjoyed the food. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2-part question. First one being, are we still expecting the airdrop rewards to start within like the next month or two? And then the second question is Gavin or anyone else from the team available to do the post-AMA that we usually host?
Good question.
Good
The
question.
first one we actually answered earlier in our little rant that we had here, in our string of announcements and conversation and 2 a.m. brain farts. So we are planning on the end of June still for the first airdrops for the phase 1 or the round 1, rewards. And the second part is we can find out. As a matter of fact, I'll text him right now. I know that Showtime and Jordan are both unavailable today, but I'll see if Gavin's available right now.
Sweet. And is he up to speed with like everything?
Not 100%. Not 100%. I mean, if we finish on time, I'll jump on for half hour with you, bruv.
Okay, sick. All right.
Yeah,
I'll let you guys go.
AMA, then that's just a continuation of AMA.
yeah. But it means you can go to bed.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Love you too, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming up. Cheers. All right, who's next?
Luke's just giving me a hard time because I'm a little bit older than he is.
Yeah, he has to go to bed. Yes. Hey, Nes Kebab, how you doing, bro? Hey, I can't hear you. Are you secondary muted? What about now? No? Do you have a headset on? Is there a mute button on there? Right. I'm going to give you 5 seconds and then I'm going to kick you up. If you manage to fix it, you can come back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm going to have to move him down. I like his GIF. Move to audience. All right, let's bring up JL22595. There he is.
Hey, how's it going?
Very good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Pleasure.
I have a quick 2-part question. So
course.
for the stable coin, is the asset that will be backing it, will that be Fire?
So, we are looking into different. We're looking into different assets to back it, and we're looking to peg it to a currency. Now we've nailed down 2 currencies we want to peg it to, and about 4 assets that we want to back it with. Now we've not finalised that, and we're obviously going to use the expertise of our CFO to finalise it. But we have the crux ready, and the smart contract sussed out. So yeah, it's something that we like collecting world firsts here, and it's a new way for a stable to run. But we have to make sure that we get the asset backing correct. But as you know, we like to mix on chain and off chain, just to give you an idea of where we're thinking.
And to be
Awesome.
fair, it was mentioned that the CFO would be involved in the conversation. Today is actually his first official day on the job, so he's still going through onboarding. So it'll be a few more days before we get to that conversation.
Yeah, we didn't want to dump him into an AMA on day one. That wouldn't be fair.
Understandable.
Lovely.
So
Thank you. Yeah.
the second part of that question was, so you mentioned, we would be airdropped this. Would this be what we're airdropped monthly from the revenue, and then we would have the option to, have that in stable coin or trade that for whatever the backed asset is, or is that going to be something entirely different?
You hit the nail on the head. So the rewards will be paid out in our stable, and then you can use that stable to either interact with crypto, or cash out the asset that's backing it.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me up. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys
My
staying up till
pleasure,
2
brother.
a.m. also.
Hey, man. Anything for you guys. We love you loads. And thanks for your question, brother.
Of course. Thanks.
Have a good one. Cheers. All right, let's get Red Danny up.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Questions? Yeah, man. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you guys?
Yeah, good. A little bit tired,
But
but
we're getting on all right.
doing very well. Thanks, man.
Excellent.
Have
I'll try
me
and be very brief then. So just to clarify, is it if at the end of June you're planning to do the airdrops, does that mean from say the 1st of June the daily rewards for the tier 1 nests will stop and they'll just accrue and be airdropped? And when you mentioned the reduction of rewards, was that for tier 1 nests or tier 2? I may have missed that bit.
Okay, so yeah, basically what we did, we were originally going to turn off round 1 nest. We were going to stop the smart contract and completely turn it off. However, there were a couple of things that meant that would be a bad idea. So, I mean, the Bitrue listing, if we were to turn it off, then Fire's no longer tradable on Bitrue, our round 1 investors, etc. So what we thought the best thing to do was to cap the rewards at 100,000 nests, but allow round 1 investors to still take part within Fire. So all nests will move over to the new tokenomic when it's updated on Thursday.
Rewards and fees.
That's rewards and fees.
Okay, and does that mean that there was going to be a bonus for tier 1 nests of the 0.06? Is that gone live now, or does that go live when the next version comes out?
Misconception. So it's a bit of a misconception. I think the idea of the 0.06 reward being a bonus was you're going to receive a stablecoin drop as part of your profit share from the round 1 investments. And then the concept of the 0.06 was just sort of like, it's a bonus. It's not to be part of what you earned from round 1. It's just sort of there.
Yeah.
It's not an additional 0.06.
Because basically we were going to turn it off. We were going to say, all right, round 1 is shut, it's turned off, and the rewards will come via the stablecoin. But then we've just built round 2 on top of round 1. So the bonus is your nests are still alive, which is a good thing. So for everyone in round 1, it actually works out in your benefit much, much more, because you get the round 1 rewards, you get round 2 rewards, and you still get to get the Fire tokens as well. So it's a triple win for everyone.
In the round 1.
In the round 1.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for your time, guys, and keep up the good work. I think it seems strange, some of the stuff you're doing from an outsider point of view, because I'm just sitting and watching and hearing you guys building hotels and buying banks, but you guys have earned our trust.
Hey man, do you know what? it's just as crazy sitting here and doing it. You know, when we started out five months ago, we wanted to build a big table for everyone to eat. The table's got really big, and there's a lot of food on there. And now we've got people bringing more tables to us. And it's absolutely mind-blowing what we've achieved in 5 months. So thank you for your support. We're really grateful.
No worries, man. Thank you very much.
Cheers, man. Have a great day. All right, let's get Gene up.
Not entirely sure.
Hey,
There you go. Hey,
Welcome.
Gene. How you doing?
Hey,
I'm
Gene.
good. Good. Greetings from Florida. Hey,
Hey.
the fees for dropping to 30 days. Is it like I got a counter now on 70 some days, and Thursday it's going to revert to 30? Am I going to lose those 40 days, or is it going to drop back to 30 once it resets at 76?
No, your dates should stay the same. If it doesn't, let us know. If there is any errors with it, obviously we'll fix it. However, the dates should stay the same. I've just had the CTO confirm to me that the dates should stay the same on that.
Okay, so I'm still going to get my 76 days before I get into the 30-day.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm not going to lose
Yep.
46.
No, you're
No.
not going to lose the days. No. And we just had the CTO, who's the head of the development team, confirm that via a direct message with us.
That makes you a very nice man. Thank you very much.
That makes you a very nice man as well, Gene. Thank you.
Bye-bye. God bless you.
Have a great day. God bless you too, brother. Bye-bye.
Yeah, the idea is to be equitable and fair in everything we do.
Yeah, man. All right. Eyes wide open coming up. How are you, friend?
Welcome back.
Good, thank you. And yourselves?
Doing well,
Doing
thanks.
well.
Doing well. Bit tired, but good. Good. Ready for your question. I'm sure it's a good one.
Well, I've got three. I was actually
Ooh.
thinking of posting them up because there's a couple there in the general chat. Do you want me to do that and you can read them?
I would be disappointed if you had only one question, to be honest.
Well, it has been
do you know-
it has been 3 weeks, so I thought I'd get three for you.
Yeah,
So
we love that.
I'll just post it up, right? So I've posted it up and you can have a quick read of that. It's probably easier.
Let's have a look. Let's have a butchers. Where is it? How are they saying? Okay, cool. So in response to your first one, how are the team planning to deliver financial disclosures and monthly profit and loss reports after you move to V2 to ensure transparent distribution of profit to the investors, given the move to a more traditional business model based on dividends paid in USDC?
Yeah. So we never said USDC
No.
to start with. Yeah.
That's fine.
I do have a developer who's working on a P&L site that's going to track all of the P&Ls and make it available. You'll have to log in with your wallet in order to view it. We don't want it to be publicly viewable. We do want it to be viewable by the people who've invested. So if you have a nest, it'll do a cross-check and see if you have a nest with that wallet associated to it. And if it does, then you should have access to the site. Yeah, that's being worked on as we speak. I hired somebody, I think 2 weeks ago. I want to say I'll follow up with them because Luke and I have obviously been sort of not intentionally but unintentionally on radio silence because we've been in very rural areas of Thailand last week. But I'll follow up with him and see where he's at with that. That was one of his primary directives, and he was hired to do that, to take some of the workload off the other developers so that we could get that developed in time for the reward drops.
So you're going to automate that
yeah.
process, and we'll have visibility through our wallet. Yeah,
That's
no
it.
problem. I was just curious how you're going to manage that.
Leads
That's
nicely onto your second question, and we will be having them audited. We're obviously going to wait to speak to our new CFO about recommendations on companies that we'd use. But no, as our smart contract is audited, you know that we value transparency and integrity as a number one priority. So you know we value that, and we plan to carry that through to all aspects of our business. And then the last question. Sorry.
On you go. I'm just
okay,
saying
and Go on, carry on.
The kind of figures you're talking about, you're going to need to have these audits in place, eh?
Yeah, we really, really will. We really will. The figures we're talking about are not to be sniffed at.
Sure.
And, you know, we're very, very confident at this stage. We just need to ensure that our launches go well,
course.
which, you know.
But the last question is pretty interesting. We've only had a couple of investments,
Yeah,
speculative investments, and they were like at the first day.
yeah. We didn't really, so when we launched Fi, we were originally going to go into DeFi as a service. That was the original idea, because there was
Sure.
some great protocols out there delivering a lot of returns.
Yep.
Time Wonderland and Olympus DAO are two key ones, but obviously they kind of bit the dust in January. So we retracted from DeFi as a service. We took a bit of a loss on that. I think we took about a $30,000 loss. And then we pivoted into incubation as a service. Now we've invested, but we've not seen returns on these yet. But I wouldn't class them as a loss yet, as they're still in development.
Okay, so the bottom line is that you're waiting for them to take off.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. And the time period there, you know, have you got a time in mind there for that to start unraveling?
End of this month.
End of this month.
Yeah. So when these
End of this month.
when these two that you mentioned have delayed, then you're hoping that you'll start seeing some profits.
Exactly that, and hopefully from day one.
Okay. Well, look, thanks, gents. I appreciate you answering those three questions. I'll let you get on to the next person.
Thank you so much, and thanks for coming up. We really appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
No problem. Thank you. Take care, guys.
God bless. Bye bye now.
Bye.
All right. Let's bring up no. It's my favorite word. No.
Yeah, I'm wondering why you guys changed my actual name.
Is that not your name?
Jorge. But it's just spelled wrong.
Oh.
Nobody liked it.
How are you, man?
I'm doing great. 15-hour shift. You know, not sleep.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Oh, you're working those PCC counter hours.
Oh, yeah. And I'm trying to do baseball on top of that. So I have, like everyone, I have an 8-part question. No, I'm kidding. I have a question regarding the phase 2. I might have missed it. Is phase 2 going to be the paid out in stablecoin, or is it going to be like a Fire 2.0? That's something I didn't catch.
Cool. So it's about terminology here.
Yeah, so the round 2 nests are going to earn fire rewards just like the round 1 nests. Everyone's going to change to that 0.06. But once the round 2 investments start earning profit, then those profits will be paid to round 2 nest holders in the form of stablecoin, just like round 1 nest holders are getting from the round 1 investments.
Okay. All right.
That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't catch it in the first place.
Nah, that's all right, man.
No, man, we're here to answer questions. No worries.
All right. That's all I got.
Thanks, Jorge.
All right. Bye.
Brilliant. Have a good one, man. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Yep.
All right, let's get Jizzle up. Jizzle Menizzle. You coming, Jizzle? Jizzle. Okay. There'll be a little pop-up that says come to the thing.
Yeah, you got an invite, maybe a green bar somewhere on the screen that says accept invite.
All right. Sorry, man. I've just seen Nest Kebab is back. But let's get Sodman up first.
By the way, this order that we're going in is in the order in which you raised your hand. That's how it gets queued up in Discord. So we're literally just going top to bottom in the list. So if you raised your hand in the last probably 30 seconds, you're at the bottom of the list. Just to let you know, there's 17 currently in the queue.
And there's 7 minutes left. Hey, Sodman, how are you?
Good. How are you guys today?
Yeah, top of the
Man.
world. Bit tough.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. I'll make it quick. Just the standard
Thank you.
question, the treasury balance and the total investments on the website. I see that the treasury balance is diminishing or going down, and the total investments hasn't changed. Is that indicative of just not having someone to update those totals, or just if you could clarify that, I'd appreciate it. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
that's an easy one. That's an easy one, actually. So, for better or worse, and we've had both conversations on this before. The
Mhm.
treasury balance, as well as our operating expense budget, is being held in AVAX, which is not a stable price. So when the price of AVAX goes up, the treasury balance goes up. When the price of AVAX goes down, the treasury balance, as it's represented in dollars, goes down. So given the last few days of the crypto market crash that was caused by Luna,
Mhm.
almost entirely, primarily 100% by them,
Yep. Yep.
it's gone down. It's the reason why is we were very bullish on AVAX. We still are.
Mhm.
But it took quite a beating this last couple of days, just like the rest of the market did. So the value of the treasury has gone down. Our operating expense account, we pay our operating budget, has also gone down because we hold everything in AVAX. It's kind of a strategy that we've had to review recently, and I think we're going to make some changes to that going forward once we start accumulating more. It's something that we're going to have to look at holding maybe a small percentage in variable. And a majority of it will be held something in stable so that it doesn't fluctuate with the market. Those recommendations have been made in the past by both team members and community members, and it is what it is. At this point, we were stubborn. We held on to it. We've seen the I don't want to say error of our ways, but
We learned a valuable
learned a
lesson.
valuable lesson. Yeah.
We learned a valuable lesson. We're only human. We make mistakes, and not moving into stable at a sooner time was probably definitely a mistake our end. But
Yeah.
we've learned from it. We've updated for V2, or V3. So yeah, no, it's a good question, and thank you for
Yeah,
asking.
perfect. Thank you, gentlemen, for the transparency and the clarification. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.
Yeah.
God bless.
Thank you, brother. You too.
Yeah.
You too. God bless.
Bye-bye.
There's a question in the general chat, actually, that I'd just like to bring up from JD Poggy. Thank you so much for all the hard work. Can you please give us updates from the House of Lords? I can give you one update. That was an absolute honour for me. I've been appointed as a member of an all-party parliamentary group for blockchain. It means that when the government are talking about blockchain, they call advisors in, and I'm one of the names that they're going to call in now moving forward, which puts us at a really interesting table, talking to very interesting people about very interesting things blockchain related, which is going to be great. I think if we do it quick, we've got time for 2 or 3 more questions, but we've got a good friend here, Assetto Regretto. How are you, brother? It's nice to see you again.
You are muted.
You are muted. We can't hear you. There we go.
There we go. That should help. Still can't hear you though.
Still can't hear you, man. Know that panic as well. You're quickly going through your settings. You're like, oh God, which microphone is turned on? I've got my headphones on. I'm going to give you 5 seconds, man, and then I'm going to kick you down. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2,
2.5.
1.
Really like him too.
Yeah, I love that guy. Man.
Sorry to see that, man. I'm sorry.
Let's bring up Cisco Lips. Cisco Lips.
Oh, gentlemen.
Yeah. Hey, man, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, evening, afternoon.
Good day.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Most of all, I want to say thank you for your sacrifice. Being away from the family is very, very bad for the health. Being said that, I guess you guys are making sacrifice, whatever what you gotta do to get this accomplished, right? And another thing, Luke just admitted right now that he made a mistake, and you know what? It takes honesty and integrity for someone to accept that they made a mistake. Although I don't see it as a mistake. And basically, I just want to say thank you guys for your hard work, and that's basically it. I have no questions, guys.
Thank you, Cisco.
Thank you very much.
I really value that.
There's really no pride on this side of the microphone and the stage when it comes to making mistakes. Yeah, we're willing to own them.
Yeah, man. You learn
It takes
from them, don't
integrity,
you?
it takes
Yep.
honest people to do that.
Thanks. Thanks, brother.
All right,
I
guys.
really value that. You have a great day and we love you loads. God bless.
Thank you. Likewise. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Z7.
Z7. Takes this guy.
You're the next contestant. Come on down.
Come on down.
Z7. There we go. Z7's in the house. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Just saying, you guys doing a great job.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you
just
so
a
much.
question, in regards to the rewards.
Yes.
Sorry, not the rewards. The monthly maintenance fee. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. No, that's carry on, man.
Yeah. I just wanted to know: is the change just that it's going to be monthly now and not every 90 days, or will the 0.2 AVAX also increase?
It'll also increase, I believe, but I don't have the figure in front of me.
Yeah. So it goes to 30 days and it increases slightly. The reason being is we've completely taken any stress off of the smart contract
and the token price
and the token price. So now it actually becomes quite supportive to the token price as opposed to unsupportive. Sorry, it's very late here. I'm forgetting my words. So it's become very supportive as opposed to unsupportive of the token price. So while the fees are higher, we feel that it's a much more organic way for the token to be able to act.
Okay, and do you have a timeline about when you will announce this?
So there should be an infographic coming out this evening after the AMA. I've just got confirmation the maintenance fee is half an AVAX, so 0.5 AVAX.
0.5 AVAX.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. That was just my question. Thanks for your clear answer.
It's an absolute pleasure, and thank you for coming up. We
No
really
problem.
value your question.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Nothing but love, man. Thank you.
Take care.
There are some... God bless, man. God bless. There are some people in the audience that... 16 questions. We're not going to get through you guys. There is someone that I want to talk to on here, though. Shall we?
Yeah, let's pull him up.
Let's pull him up, man. Let's pull him up. All right. We're jumping down the list to XRP Venture. How are you, brother?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're very
Doing
well. We're very well. I'm sorry for what happened recently. And thank you for sharing your concerns with us. But you have the platform now, and we'd love to answer your questions and talk to you, man.
Well, the questions and the comments that I put forth are actually a culmination of a lot of people in the community. I think, quite honestly, there's a lot of folks that, well, everybody that has invested has great hopes that this will work out just the way that it's been planned. But it doesn't feel or seem as it's been going as planned, and so they're concerned. And there's a lot of us that in the beginning brought a lot of folks in and shared it with them out of our enthusiasm and our excitement and our belief system. And of course, they're now looking at us wondering what the heck happened, and we're trying to get answers for them too. So that's where a lot of it comes from. I think I shared in my Twitter rant there that, I did pull my ROI out. So, I mean, I'm okay if we stopped right here. But there's a lot of folks, a little sister of mine that, that has been compounding since day one, starting with one nest, trying to get to 20 before the cap, and is pretty disappointed to find that we're going to, the 0.6, which I know everybody has talked about and kicked that horse to death. But the reality of it is I don't think you guys have the ability to even respond to what you think at the end of June a dividend check might look like for somebody that holds 20 nests, much less somebody that holds a full wallet. And so there's so much unknown. The only thing anybody can rely on or plan on is the 0.06. And so they're doing the math based on that because there's been no projections or even you guys coming out and saying, listen, guys, don't hold us to it. We're just kind of spitballing based on the performers and the projections that we've been given by the companies that we've invested in, based on them and where we think we'll be. We're going to be conservative, but this is where we think we'll be. There's nothing for anybody to base any of that on. And so it does, and of course feels like a dramatic haircut from what we all initially thought we were investing in. And so that's just being honest and fair to everybody involved, from the people that don't have a voice to those that have more of a platform to speak, either in different rooms and or on Twitter. But we're supporting you 100%, but we're confused by some of the decisions that have been made, and we're not sure why. And if I was to voice my druthers or what I might have done, not that that matters, but just you have no choice but to think about it that way, is that, it seems like maybe phase one, who are the investors that launched you, that are giving you the ability that gave you the capital contributions to go out and create these other ventures? Pun intended, I guess. But we kind of thought maybe that would be left alone for 10 minutes. Let's get phase two contract done, up and running with, how that's going to go. And then at the same time, maybe giving phase one warning that 90 days from now, 180 days from now, whatever it might be, you'll be switching to the new rewards program. But in the meantime, in that 30 days, in that 6 months, it's going to give us a chance to get these incubator projects up and running when they're past, 2-week delays and everything else, and they're actually up running, producing at least something, and then we're going to make the switch. Because right now, I'm not sure, like I said, even by the end of June, what you can generate between now and then with brand new companies. I'm older. I'm, 61 years old, and I've had multiple businesses. And it's not breaking my arm, patting myself on the back, but I know how tough businesses are, from car dealerships to restaurants they're all tough. I've been a real estate developer for 40 years, and land deals are tough. It's all tough. And you're not going to hit a home run out of the gate on every one of them. And so anyway, I tried to obviously solicit a response from you guys, and I appreciate you, even responding back on Twitter last night.
We firstly, thank you, because you've been here for a long time, and you're a well-respected face in our community, and much love from Eric and I towards you, and we may have been victims of our own success and the fact that things have grown a lot quicker than we anticipated. And we've been actually trying to slow down our growth because it's been going a lot faster than we wanted. And we definitely have made a couple of oversights. And when we announced that we were going to change the smart contract, we tried to do it as far out from 100,000 nests as we could, because we wanted to give people the opportunity to get their ROI back. We didn't quite manage 45 days, did we? I think we managed about 38 days.
Something like that.
I think we were just about a week out on it. But then obviously we had to send the smart contract to CERTIC for approval. So that actually added a few more days on. I think we're on like day 48 from when we announced it. So I'm sorry that Dude, I'm just sorry, man. I'm sorry because we're so busy here building and building and building, and it, as you know, within crypto, within the space in general, if you give too much information, then people pick it apart and they want more information. Or and we've had people copying us from day one, so we've always been a little bit hesitant to release information too early, and I think that we may have released some information too late. I totally understand what you're. Yeah, carry on.
I think everybody appreciates that, and everybody wants you to be somewhat reserved and quiet about things that you're doing behind the scenes. But I think there's things that can be said in the AMAs or a little Twitter post or what have you, or even mods in Discord that can encourage people and instill investor confidence, but without sharing all of the details. But I'll leave that alone. But let me ask you one more question so that I can let you move on to something else.
Please.
Would I be wrong in saying that you have, in fact, saved quite a bit of money in paying out rewards given the price of the token? I mean, there's different buckets. I know you have the treasury, which I believe is a completely different bucket than the rewards pool. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Now the price of the token is not indicative on our emissions. So our emissions rate is set by the amount of nests times by the rewards. And so the token price is actually worked against us because it is allowing nests are the lowest price they've ever been. So there's the opportunity that the smart contract can grow a lot faster than it has in previous times. So
and I get that it can go both ways, but I guess
Yeah.
where I'm getting to, what I'm wondering is, guys, given the market, given the price of the token, even on an interim basis, do you guys have the ability at all to at least reduce the fees? I mean, it costs 11 fire to claim. It's kind of steep given the price of the rewards, and we go to, I don't know if that's going to change when we go to V3 and the second phase NES or not, but I haven't heard that yet. But I'm asking you on behalf of everybody in this chat room, between the maintenance fees and the claiming fees, given the price of AVAX, and of course it's down. If it was still up where you hoped it would be and where you hoped it would stay, we'd really be creamed right now. But I'd ask you to consider if there's any way that you can internally make a modification, even like I said, temporarily, on the cost and the fees.
So we do have the ability to change the fees. And the reason we built that in was in case the price of AVAX went higher than we anticipated. We wanted to be able to protect the affordability of it. I think to challenge back in a constructive way, would you? My question is this: Would you rather the smart contract create inherent selling pressure, which causes obviously the price to degrade, or would you rather a slightly higher fee?
I think if that's how we create that buy pressure, that versus the sell pressure on the 0.5 that gets created every single time a nest is created, then I would take the latter. I would take the higher fee and have that buy pressure to offset the sell pressure every day.
This is what we were thinking as well, and this is where we've come at it. And if it doesn't work, you know us, we'll happily pivot if we're wrong. So yeah, the proof is in the pudding, and Jordan nailed it really, really well to me at the start. He said, you learn about management in the final quarter. and we're in the final quarter of round one now. And it's you're an experienced businessman yourself. You know that the businesses start and some win, some lose. We're hoping that we have a strong win rate. But you know, business is as business does, isn't it? And you know, we've been very very careful in the areas that we've expanded into. Our number one priority throughout this whole thing has been the community, and the people that have stood by us all this way, not just the people who came in at the start. You know, whoever bought the last nest, we're here for them as well, because it is a journey, and we're only as strong as our community, and we love our community, like we love you guys to bits.
Well,
But no, yeah, carry on, bro.
I really appreciate, all that you're addressing. I'm glad you're doing the AMA today. I think a lot of people were worried we weren't going to have one, and there were so many questions flying around, and I'm not trying to stir the pot and make things more difficult on you guys. We have been in your corner. We've been pushing, and at some point you just kind of get to a breaking point when, and I'm sure there's multiple people here that have the same thing. My phone gets blown up every morning. So how's that fire thing doing? They don't know. They're not embedded in the industry like we are, and they're just passive investors, and they want to know what the heck's going on. And we're trying to get them some answers. And, if it was a little abrasive, I apologize. But, they're tough questions, but we're all big boys and put on our big boy and girl pants. And, some of the questions needed to be answered and questions needed to be asked. So I appreciate you letting us do it.
No, it's a pleasure. And you know what? I understand, because if your voice isn't getting heard, you need to shout louder. And I'm really sorry that you had to shout loud. That wasn't our intention. But thank you for coming up, and thank you for your questions. And thanks for your support, man. It really means the world to us.
Thanks for your time.
I've got a comment, if I may add just a little bit here on the back end. Just to paint some perspective on the fees, as Luke pointed out, we did make it a variable that we could change because we were afraid the price of AVAX would go higher to protect the affordability. As the price of AVAX has not been at the target we hoped it would be at, the initial white paper, I believe, says the fees were set to be $20 US every 90 days. So we tried in the first contract to have that set as a variable and to do a lookup on price. It broke the contract. It wouldn't actually scale and run. So we had to adjust it to be 0.2 AVAX. That was based on a $100 AVAX price. As the price of AVAX has gone down, and it's been below $100 pretty much the entirety, minus a few days, it's been under $100 the whole time. We've never raised the fees to match that $20 that we had anticipated it to be to begin with. So that's just maybe paint some perspective on the fee structure. As we had the ability to raise it, we just never
that
did.
only leaves us one choice then.
Yeah.
Get that dang fire token price up so we can afford them.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we want that just as much as everybody else does. It's worth noting, too, for those who don't possibly understand how cryptocurrency or speculative trading in an open market works, we, as the Phoenix team, even though we created the Fire token, there's a famous meme that goes around, can the devs do something? The answer in every crypto project in most cases is no, the devs can't do anything any more than a CEO can change the stock price on the open market. It is what it is. What people say it's worth is what it trades for. So that's, we can't directly influence the price of the Fire token short of us just buying the Fire token. That's what changes the price up for the Fire token. But we personally, Luke and I we don't have the capital to push the price up to where most people want to see it. So just keep that in mind for anyone who's listening. The devs don't have the ability to do anything to affect a speculative market where people are trading in an open manner. We don't at all have any influence over the price of the token, which is why we don't talk token price, because we can't influence it directly. And then the way we've chosen to do rewards, going forward with the airdrop stablecoin definitely takes us out of the realm of doing any kind of influence on the FIRE token itself. So it's going to be traded on speculation of what the perceived value of the token is going forward.
Thanks, guys.
Brilliant. No worries. Thank you, brother. And if you ever need anything, just, if no one's answering, just reach out to Eric or I. We'll always reply if we can. All right, bro. Thanks for coming up. All right, guys, we're going to call it a night there because it's 20 past 2.
20 past 3.
It's 20 past 3. God, I can't even get my time correct. So we're going to call it a night here. I'm going to jump onto the Twitter space, whatever they call it, for about half an hour. So I'll answer some more impromptu questions.
Who's running that?
Chicken XRP. There he is. Yeah, there he is. Just started his space. So I'm going to go and jump over on there. Guys, to everyone that joined, thank you so much for coming to join us. Thank you for your questions. We love you all. We love you dearly. Apologies for the radio silence over the last week. But we are back and it's good to be there.
Yeah. Be good to each other and keep having fun.
We love
Looks
you.
like, Koos, you got something you want to say?
Yeah, I got just one more question for you guys. Somebody in the community brought this up about a minute ago, and he wanted to know, instead of paying the fees with AVAX, could we possibly pay the fees with a stable coin instead?
It's a good question. It basically creates another transaction through the blockchain, which
would also create a completely separate liquidity pool.
Yeah.
We would have to create a separate liquidity pool that would have to match the size of the liquidity pool that already exists with AVAX.
So it's a great idea, but it would be something we'd have to instill at the beginning and not later on. But thanks for the question.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
No, we love you, cuz. Keep up the good work, man, and all your team as well. So on that bombshell, guys, we love you all. I'm going to jump over to Twitter. Eric's going to go to bed. Have a lovely evening. God bless. Good night.